The Social News Desk dashboard is really where the magic happens inside the newsroom. This is a place where everyone can come together, see what's happening in social, respond, and collaborate with the community. There's a few things that make this really unique. First of all, what you're looking at is our initial dashboard screen. So when you come to Social News Desk for the first time, you'll see a screen like this one. All of the social accounts which are attached to the system are listed here on the left. And each user can select those and toggle them on and off in the dashboard depending on what streams they think are most important. So right now we have one Facebook page on, which is Action News Jacksonville. This is a television station in Jacksonville, Florida, using Social News Desk. So I'll go ahead and add a few more. We'll look at the Action News This Morning page, the Face of Fox page, a Twitter stream, and go ahead and add on to all of the other Facebook pages, as well as the Twitter mentions and Twitter direct messages streams as well. So now what's happened is I've filled up the dashboard, and as you scroll to the right, you see additional columns representing the various social channels and streams within those channels. So from this one single screen, users are able to look at all of the different social channels in one place, see what's happening, and respond to viewers and readers all from this one single location. So we'll scroll down and we'll find a story that has quite a few comments on it. So this one seems to have about 13 comments, and I'll click that and it brings up a screen right here on that same dashboard that has all of the different comments that people are making about this story. So the journalists can read through those comments, use them if they want to, and also respond back by writing a column right here, writing a comment right here and clicking post. You can also see how many likes each of these posts has, and you can delete from this area as well. So another great thing about the Social News Desk dashboard, which makes this really unique and extremely useful system for a newsroom, is what we call our frequency manager. So we know that for journalists, posting frequency is extremely important. That can increase your engagement, and which can result in increased web traffic and a whole lot of other things when it comes to your social media goals. So best practices tell us that for Facebook, you want to be posting between 10 and 15 times per day to get the highest web referral traffic to your website. Twitter, somewhere on the similar, probably even a little more frequently in Twitter. And we also know that newsrooms are busy places, they're multi-user environments, and it's difficult to keep track of that type of frequency when your goal is to post every 2 hours. So what we've done is we've enabled our Social News Desk clients to set a goal for each individual account. So let's say this Facebook page you want to post to every 2 hours, this Facebook page every 2.5, this Twitter stream every hour and a half, or what have you. And then what the system does is right up here at the top, this is what we call our frequency manager. And so on each column in the dashboard, it's going to give you an assessment of where you are based on your frequency goals. So the blue columns represent pages which are on track, keeping up with the goals. The red column represents pages which really are overdue for a post. So quick and easy, you can see exactly where attention needs to be paid. So for this, it says the next post is due in 76 minutes. It says when the last post happened, which was at 3:14 today. And it tells you also your average posting interval, which for this account is every 2 hours. For this one's every 2.1 hours. And that's a great thing for managers to come in and just quickly at a glance get an idea of how everybody's doing based on those goals. And then for this one, so this is post past due. It says when the last post was made, which was this morning, and then it says their average posting interval is every 12 hours. So that's way off the goal, and you can say, we really need to be paying more attention to that particular account. So that's our dashboard. From here, you can also make posts. So I'll show you how that's done. You simply click on the green tab on the right for New Post, and at that point, it brings up a template. So your choices are to post to Facebook only, Twitter only, or Facebook and Twitter. So I'll go ahead and select Facebook and Twitter. This is a great way to save time when you're putting out news that's important to multiple social channels. So the next step is to click the Facebook accounts you want it to go to. You can select one or multiple. Next, you do the same for Twitter. So I'll select that one. If you had multiple Twitter accounts, you could also select multiple. The next thing you'll do is type your post. So you have, some type of information that you want to put out, making sure to pay attention to best practices. I'll just type a random text. And then your next step for Facebook, of course, would be to add some type of media. So we know that posts which include a link, photo, or video will get the highest engagement on Facebook. So I'll go over here and I'll just grab a link off of this station's page, and I will click link and I'll click attach. So that goes ahead and attaches that link as an element for our Facebook post. You could select a thumbnail from here. You could update this headline text, or you could update this summary text as well, or it will populate for you to save time. And so then the next thing that you could theoretically do is go ahead and post. And what that would do is it would post out to these selected Facebook channels and your selected Twitter channels. But we know that you want to craft your posts differently for Facebook and Twitter. The channels are different, people respond differently on Facebook than they do on Twitter, and generally you want to write things differently. But we also want to save you some time. So what we allow you to do is, as you saw, go ahead and type up your post, and then the last step would be to click different Twitter post. So what that's done is basically duplicated your post from up above. So your text is here just like it was. And then all you're going to do is just add things. So like for Twitter, you would maybe add a hashtag. And then also for Twitter, you would want to put the link inside the post, because Twitter doesn't allow you to attach a link in the same way that Facebook does. It needs to be inside the text. So we'll go ahead and put in our link, and Social News Desk will automatically shorten that for you, and it will keep track of exactly how many characters you have left given the 140 character limit that Twitter has. So in this case, we have 93 characters left. So I could continue to type if I wanted, but I'm done. You could also spell check from here. And you could either click post, which would go out right away to your Twitter accounts and your Facebook accounts, or you could click later, and that would open up a scheduling feature. So you can click a future date and time to make this post, and if you clicked post at that point, then it would basically just schedule that to go out later. Another feature that's great here on Social News Desk is our quick post feature. So if you click quick post, what that's going to do is bring up a series of buttons. This station only has one button, but you could put in a bunch. And what happens is, let's say you have a breaking news situation and you want to put something out quickly on social media. This allows you to have a template basically ready to go for breaking news. So you would click quick post, you would click that breaking news button, and then it would pre-populate your template with a bunch of good information. All the accounts that you would theoretically send breaking news to, a kind of a shell of a post, we're following breaking news, our website has the latest information, and then a link to your homepage, or to a breaking news page if you have that. And then from here, you would maybe just add a couple of details about the information, and then you could go ahead and click post, and you would get that information out extremely quickly. Another great thing about the dashboard is down here we have our trending topics. So at all times this is constantly updating with the trending topics on Twitter at that moment. And if you want to see what's happening, you want to see why people are talking about Danica Patrick, for example, you would just click that link and it would automatically open a Twitter search box with all of the most recent Danica Patrick tweets populated there for you, so you can see exactly what's going on. Up in the top, we have our rotating box. Sometimes this will display a tip. So this is a great way for you to learn about social media best practices for journalists. We constantly update this with the latest research, the latest information. Also, it'll rotate through, and I'll refresh the page so that you can see it, but it'll rotate through a station notes feature. And station notes is basically a way for managers to communicate some type of message to the staff. And then it will also rotate through a portion of your accounts so that you can see how many fans and followers you have at any given time. So there you can see a tip. Yes or no questions get 1.5 times the engagement of other posts and questions. So again, just a great way for you to kind of learn information as you go and improve the way that you interact with social media. So the next thing I'll show you on your dashboard is our post manager. So I'll go to post manager. And at that point, this brings up a listing of all of the different posts that have been made through the system. And the great thing about this is it establishes an instant way to create accountability in the newsroom. So you instantly know exactly who posted what and when, and you get instant feedback on those posts as well. So I'll go down here and I'll hover this, and you can see Alfred Charles made this particular post, and that one apparently. And it shows you what the message was. It tells you which account the post went to as well. And then over to the right, it shows link clicks, likes, and comments. So at a glance, you can see which of the stories you put out is getting the most engagement. So this particular one is a news story about a mother and her sons being killed. And that particular story has already gotten 200 clicks since it was posted less than an hour ago. And it shows how many likes and comments it also has. And so as you scroll back through the list, you can see, instantly which stories are getting a lot of clicks, which stories aren't getting so many clicks, which stories have a lot of likes and comments, and so forth. So you really get that great instant feedback to know, what's working, what's not, what you should do more of and less of, and so forth. So this is just a great instant feedback mechanism for you as well. So that's basically the Social News Desk dashboard. Again, it's completely custom designed for use in a newsroom, and the features that you find here, like the frequency manager and the quick post and the link tracking, are all designed to help you with journalists' best practices for social media so that you can set goals and achieve them.